It'll fucking minimize this goddamn game for you.
I don't know how much will be billed to the perpetrator's estate, repairing wounds. Tissue viability restored.
Wait, no. Yes, pause this.
Tracking infrared disturbance.
Is someone there?
You cannot see order. Your end is near.
Anomaly detected. Reporting.
It'll take more than that.
Shit, yeah. Apologies. Okay, not so much happening here. It's evening until you sleep. I was using because I wanted all your sounds to be like on the stream. It was not on Deus Ex. Or उस time तो actually you can now have your voice on stream because technically now we are not talking about that stuff. अरे उस time वो personal बात हो रही थी इसलिए कहाँ गया voice meter USB.
Well, you can always redact that later.
Yes. Okay. USB. Nice. Now it should be good. Yes. Now your voice will be on stream.
The order is with you. Go. You're free.
Who are you?
I'm Lin Mei Chen, High Augur to Her Holiness. We can't protect you in Upper Seattle. You will have to come to our church, then we can talk more.
Protect me from who?
Dr. Nassif, she will try to recapture you.
No one forced me into the covert ops program.
That's because you never tried to leave. Believe me, you would have been killed the second you let down those scientists. The ones posted around your bedroom back there.
The only
good
killers
luck,
I've seen so
Cortana.
far are your order troopers.
She's not
I
Cortana, it's
apologize.
like
My overzealous
holograms
captain
are used
disobeyed
to
orders.
contacts.
He was
That's all.
instructed to mount a rescue.
You can't control your own people?
The church suffers from certain internal disputes. I can explain more later. Hurry, Alex. You'll find us in the old Hartford turbine factory in Lower Seattle.
You know, like that Deus Ex is inspired from Blade Runner and whatnot when it tries to put up Chinese stuff and all.
I'll look at your stream when you play Deus Ex The Fall.
I mean, I will play that as well. If I'm playing Invisible War, I may play that as well.
Invisible.
Invisible. Also, please notify me if there's any text on the chat. I don't know. But you know what's happening right now? This game was made for Xbox, like, right? It has so many issues that whenever it has to load a page, na, or load a level, it will actually load it in separate exe. Which is
I see a potential PR nightmare.
This is fucked up. Also, levels are very small. So, like, even when he's going from one section to other. Wait, whenever they're going from one section to other, they have to literally load every time.
Sir, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Is something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
That's definitely where I'll go.
You've gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
Citizens, we have been accused of over-engineering our economy. Well, this is the...
I don't think I know you.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO
Well,
could
what
decide
a
to
nice way
arrest you
to
at
say
any
I have a
moment.
boyfriend.
You can reach the lower districts via the inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
Metro station, nightclub, coffee shop, and
Hey, you, come here.
What for?
You live here? It's my first time topside. What's a good place to go shopping?
Easy, Red. Mr. P said to lay low.
You deaf? I said I want to get me a fly leather outfit like the one you're wearing.
Come on, man, back off. Why every time we do a job, you gotta skits and get us all fired?
P said stand here. I'm standing here, and now I want to go shopping. Only thing is I can't afford the Phoebesville markup. That's where you come in.
should I spend money or should I just beat the shit out of this guy? Let's beat the shit out of this guy.
You picked the wrong person to mug, punk.
Punk?
Hear that? You call Red a punk.
Maybe your grandpappy was a punk, but I bet you never fought a low-down, low-town scab like me.
What's the matter? Never learned to talk street?
I don't take it back, if that's what you mean.
Well, it's take it back or take back, Phoebe. Red ain't fooling. He's more scabland than a grizzled pit fighter.
Would y'all just shut up and script some backup? I'm going in.
Time for business! Grab back.
Well, that's how niggas are.
Surveillance failure. Taking emergency measures.
Oh shit, that went on stream.
क्या?
New file opened. Your actions will be recorded.
Stream पे आ गया वो.
क्या?
That's how N-words are.
You should. Bro, why you do this? You know, here's the thing. I could have just given him money and he would have told me. Where can I load the game? Let's way too back, but we will do it anyway. Because we'll actually get information on Mr. P. But they can attack me once again.
Well, you did it this time, you can do it that time.
Thing is, I didn't save anyway, so I need to go down and save there first.
Dude, you have the license to kill.
I don't even need to kill. I have a bot that will kill for me right in the background.
cannot see order, nor... You have this
The order is with you. Go.
Who are you?
I'm Limit.
But nope, the...
At least the old one made saves. Oh boy, the new one doesn't do it. Let's go to the new area. I mean, we'll just cut that part.
This game is assuming that you have played the previous part, so you will remember to make a save.
The old one used to make the save itself. There was an autosave feature. This one doesn't make a single save. I mean, at least it made a save in the beginning of the level. Too much.
That explosion came back to me.
Fuck.
Sir, that's what's left. Oh, just you.
Right. Time to save again. How many saves do I have to make? Oh my god. Give me a second now. Okay, let's go.
You've gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
My business plan didn't have a column for acts of terror. Kinda messes with the Frappuccino price point.
I guess business is a little slow because of the terrorist attack down the block.
Could be. Clive here was just telling me about it. Tarsus Academy, right? Usually the order goes after the Inclinator.
Business is always about the same, since you asked. That's what I was saying. You can barely make a profit up here because of the high rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to pull so much volume if I had a branch in Lower Seattle. What's it to you?
Just curious. The Pequod's in my hometown was always packed.
Personally, I think it's about time Lower Seattle, Queequeg's Coffee in particular, got their own taste of terror.
I hear you. Have something specific in mind?
Not that I want to see anyone get hurt, but I'd pay to see someone break in and set fire to their inventory of coffee beans.
Nice.
That's arson.
Very perceptive. If you look like one of those Tarsus kids who hang around here, they do the job, maybe just lob a grenade in there or something. Interested in a little adventure?
I'd have to think about it.
The Queequeg's manager lives in apartment 21 of the Herring's Loft building. I bet you could find the code to the shop there. Careful, though. He's always loafing around at home, since he doesn't have to do the 24-hour shtick like us.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the Inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
Time to make another 500 saves. Just like I did before.
A 200 MB game has 4 GB saves.
Not 200 MB, but yes. I mean, it was like 100 something GBs. Then I added the graphic enhancement mod to it. You know, for running it. You know how this shit ran in 1080p? You won't believe it. I had to literally like go to the INI file
Trying to brainwash more
and
mercenaries?
change the
How do you mean?
resolution there.
I'm talking about the attack on Tarsus.
Well,
Is
that's
that
like
you
what
when
I
people
do
won't
on
listen
an
to your
optimized
sermons? You
game,
murder
like on a
them?
regular
Brother
basis.
Lamar spoke to me when he entered the Enclave. He and his seekers are sworn followers of Her Holiness. They would raise their hands in battle only if provoked.
Who is this? The third sister?
God knows. But she looks like it's so.
You could be telling the
We'll leave
truth.
her
Who
alive. I
knows?
ask more
Tell me more
questions.
about your faith.
I used to live here and believe everything Dumier said until I realized that enclaves do the real brainwashing, convincing people it's a free market where everyone can succeed if they work hard enough, when in fact it's all controlled to keep the wealth in the hands of a select few. I'm trying to wake them up.
Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming, but you've always felt something was missing. Join
Yes, have to go to the nightclub. Another loading screen. Tons of loading screens. Infinite amount of loading screens. Oh boy.
Welcome to Club Vox. We've got the latest NG Resonance Sim, the best music, and even a VIP club for your more private exchanges. You can pay the cover for the...
What's so great about this club anyway?
Besides the usual offerings, we've got the latest NG Sim on the second floor. The owner usually hangs out up there where he can watch everything. If you need more privacy than the ground floor can offer, you might ask him about the VIP club. The stairs are on the right just after you enter.
Thanks.
Welcome to Club...
No thanks.
Also, I have to pay $100. Let's see. Do I want to spend money right now?
Hey, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Wait a second.